Today we are doing an AQA GCSE paper from 2019, and we're going to start off with a surds question which looks like this. So it says root 18 minus 28 over root 50, and you've got to give it in the form root a over b. Now the first thing you need to do in any of these situations is you've got to get rid of the surd denominator. So you've got to times that by root 50 and times the top by root 50. And so we will end up with root 18 minus 28 root 50 over 50. And from there, you can have a little think about what works for root 18. So root 18 is the same as saying root 9 root 3, and that's 3 root 3. I'm so sorry, that's root 9 root 2 times root 2. So that's 3 root 2. And that's minus 28 over 50, which we can sort of make a little bit better in a minute. And then that is root 50 is going to be root 25 times root 2, which is 5 root 2. So we're going to be timesing that by 5 root 2. Okay, so now we have 3 root 2 minus, we can take the 5 and the 10 and get rid of that, so that's now 10, and that would be 14, so that's 28 over 10 is, 14 over 5, root 2, and that would be 15 over 5 minus 14 over 5 root 2, which actually equals root 2 over 5, or 1/5 root 2. So that would be how I would do that, and we know that A equals 2 and B equals 5. Okay, now we're going to look at our next one. Moving on, we're going to just annotate this. So we've got a bag contains 8 balls, 3 are red and 5 are blue, and 2 balls are taken out of the bag at random without replacement. Write down the probability there are at least 1 red ball still in the bag. So what's different about this is normally when you have questions like this, they're asked based on what's taken out of the bag rather than what's left in. So I'm just going to do a red ball, red, blue bag thing. So we've got 3 out of 8 in the first one and 5 out of 8 in the first one for blue. Then if a red one's come out, it's 2 out of 7 because you've lost one of those, and there would still be 5 out of 7. And then if a blue one's come out, there's still 3 out of 7 and 4 out of 7. So the chance that there is at least 1 red ball still in the bag, at least 1, is, well, the smallest chance, so it's 2 out of 7. No, the answer is there's 100% chance, or 1, because you're only taking 2 out. So no wonder you didn't actually need to do anything with that. Work out the probability there are at least 2 red balls still left in the bag. So that means, so in this case, there's still 2, in this case there's still 2, and in this case there's still 2. So there's only one situation, this one, where you would have 1 left. So in that case, that's the case where it goes red followed by red. So it would be 3, so it's going to be 1 minus 3/8 times 2/7, which equals 6 over 56. And 1 minus 6 over 56 equals 50 over 56. So the chance that there are at least 2 Red Bulls still left in the bag is 50 over 56. And you could have done that by doing the long route, but we rather took a shorter route on that one. Now, the last question we're going to do in this little section is this one. So we are going to do question 26, and this says there's a circle and the sector of a circle, and the circumference of this circle equals the perimeter of that sector. It presumably got the same radius, so work out the size of the angle and give your answer in terms of pi. Now, the issue is that you haven't got a calculator, so fortunately it's in terms of pi. Now, the circumference of a circle is pi d, but in this case it would be, because we don't have the d, it would be 2r pi, or 2 pi r, it doesn't really matter. And we say that equals, and this would be x over 360 times 2r pi plus 2r. So that's quite a lot. So what we do is we're going to do times everything by 360. So we get 720 r pi equals x 2r pi, because that's already being times by that, plus 720r. And then we can divide through by r. So we get 720 pi equals 2x pi plus 720. And now we've just got to do 720 pi minus 720 equals 2x pi. So in order to get this right, you just go 720 pi minus 720 divided by 2 pi equals x. And that is your answer.